Good evening, friend. Today we are going to discuss magnetism chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn magnetic definition, how magnet works, Coulomb's law of magnetic force, magnetism, explanation of magnetism, magnetic field, what happens if we broke magnet, magnetic domains, magnetizing material, and types of magnetism. Now let us first of all discuss definition of magnet. A magnet is any material that produces a magnetic force, that is called attraction. Okay, that is called we can say push or pull. It means if you take magnet to iron, it will attract it towards the iron. That is called magnet has having attraction property. Okay, now let us discuss how magnet works. Every magnet has two poles, you know very well, south pole and north pole. Example, in this diagram you can see that there are two poles, N pole and S pole, or S pole and N pole. The opposite pole attract each other while same pole repel each other. This is very important thing about poles of magnet. Now we will learn Coulomb's law of magnetic force. This law has given by Sir Charles Augustin de Coulomb. First, to recognize the quantitatively force exerted by the magnet, and he stated that the magnitude of electrostatic force of attraction between two point charges is directly proportional to the product of their magnitudes of charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. It means Fe is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square, where F is the force of electron, Q1 and Q2 are the charges, R is the distance between them, and K is a constant. Okay, now let us define magnetism. Magnetism is one aspect of combined electromagnetic force. It refers to physical phenomena arising from force caused by magnet, object that produces field that attract or repel other objects. Now we will see the explanation of this. A magnetic field exerts a force on particle in the field due to the Lorentz force. As Lorentz force is defined as the force which is exerted by a magnetic field on a moving electric charge. The motion of electrically charged particle gives rise to magnetism. The force acting on electrically charged particle in a magnetic field depend on magnitude of the charge, the velocity of the particle, and the length of the magnetic field. Now let us discuss about what does the magnetic field. The lines around the magnet shows area of force exerted in a region around the magnet. The force originates from north pole and moves toward the south pole, from north to south. Green signal is N and S, and red signal is N. Now you can see in the diagram. Now another, what happens if we broke the magnet? If we broke a magnet into pieces, then each piece will still have its own north pole and south pole, and each field have its own magnetic field. Now let us define magnetic domain. The magnetic field in a magnet is produced by spinning of their electrons. These spinning of electrons create tiny magnetic regions which are known as magnetic domains. In other atom, these magnetic regions means domain cancel each other, while in magnetic domains are all line up in the same direction. When your all electrons spin in the same direction, magnetic field is created between them. So see in this diagram you will understand. Now let us define magnetizing material. How magnet will get the property of magnetization? First is rubbing. Now stroke a magnet in one direction along your object in the area you wish to magnetize. This will align the domain of the material in the same direction. Continue rubbing in the same direction in the same area Do not rub in the opposite direction. If you do, the domain will become misaligned and the object's own magnetic field will weaken. Test the magnetic strength of your object on a small metal item such as paper clips. If the paper clips are attracted to your object, you have magnetized it. Now, types of magnetism. We have already learned this. Paramagnetism. The material becomes magnetic temporarily when placed in a magnetic field and reverse to its non-magnetic state as soon as external field is removed. When the magnetic field is applied, some of the unpaired free electrons spin align themselves in the direction of magnetic field. You can see in the diagram. Now, ferromagnetism. If the alignment of unpaired electrons persists without the application in an external magnetic field or electric current, it produces a permanent magnet. That is why ferromagnetism is strongly attracted by magnet. And permanent magnets are the result of ferromagnetism. The prefix ferro refers to iron because permanent magnetism was first observed in the form of natural iron ore, which is called magnetite, Fe3O4. Every magnetic substance has its own individual temperature, that is called Curie temperature or Curie point, which it loses its ferromagnetic properties. And the third one is diamagnetism. The diamagnetism are the substances which are weakly repelled by magnet. We know that all the substances, example, air, water. Okay, these are the examples of paramagnetism. Thank you.